your love is what is keeping me awake. A new beginning, they won't hold up to the end. And I promise you will never be the same. You're my victim, you're my reason to live. You're my obsession, you make up my story. You're my reality. You're my obsession. You know my weakness and all the pain I've caused to you. And you love me even though I am a fool. You see my darkness, but I seek forgiveness when I come to you. I can't promise I won't break the rules. You're my victim, you're my reason to live. You're my obsession, you make up my story. You're my reality. You're my obsession. You're my victim, you're my reason to live. You're my obsession, you make up my story. You're my reality. You're my obsession. You're my victim, you're my victim, you're my victim. You're my obsession, you make up my story. You're my reality. You're my obsession.
Let's go. We're back on. Streaming a little late tonight. I'm so sorry, but stuff needed to get done, and I'm not feeling well. I got some medication for my sore throat, so hopefully you're gonna start feeling better tomorrow. But yeah, we're still going to do the upper body day today. And then we're going to be hitting a few games afterwards. But I'm getting the pump so that I can have a better aiming accuracy. I know that doesn't work like that, but still, I like to dream. I'm going to finish getting this pre-workout in.
Which one? Ben quad.
Whew. All right, we're gonna start with the physio exercises, obviously. Physio exercises. So that's like the chin tuck and neck extension.
I can't wait to hear it. I got that. And there's a band called People Are Ugly. People Are Ugly is kind of like a really poppy pop punk band. But they have a really good cover. I can do that too. So we'll play your song next to while I get set up to do this last pull down. I like the beginning of this already.
Eight. 9.
Back, my aunt called. Oh, you should have let us know so I could have told your aunt.
10. All right. Now we're gonna jump into our thoracic extensions. Boom. Right here. Woo. Oh, somehow my glutes are sore. I wonder why. Let's start with 1 and then continue 2. Oh, 1. 2. 3. 4. 6. upper back muscles are active. Boom. All right. Last part, let's release that rhomboid. Oh.
What is up? Honestly, thanks so much for that resub. How are you? 5 months already? 5 months? Thank you so much for that. You're the best. You're an artist. You're an absolute legend. Awesome human being. Please go to the link or else. Yeah. Months in our Twitch baby arrives. Yeah, what are we gonna name it? Start thinking of the name now. How much is it just on a project? I have a whole like hot month of it.
All right. We're going to do a little bit of delt release as well, since we got the ball. Let's see if we can do the Y raises with the rubber band, see if that improved since last week. We're gonna do a few of those. How about we do them like in the air first? Make sure that we have the range of motion to actually do it with load or resistance. Yeah, feels pretty good. Oh, feels a little tight here still. Let's see if we can get one. Curls. Man, I need another TV here so I can put a streamer on another TV. Let's see here. Can we do one Y raise without, well, at least with resistance? One. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 Y raises as opposed to like 2 last week. So I'm guessing we are getting progress on the shoulder. Hey, Swag Gastronomer. Yes, I did lose 100 pounds. I was 3 to 4 years ago when I started lifting, 3 years ago. About 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, yeah. Close to 3 years that I've maintained my weight now. Hey, Big Mac, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, Swag Astronomer. Really nice to see you here. And yeah, and here is Big Mac abusing my 1 rep max calculator. I'm guessing that's a new record. Ooh, that's deadlifts. 443. Estimated 1 rep max. You need food. Oh, if you just beat your record, yeah. You definitely need food now. You emptied the tank. Oh, you don't know if you can do that yet. Okay, that's what you're shooting for. Well, you see, yesterday, if those are deadlift, I did 3 for 5. Okay, yeah. 420 is the maximum you ever done for a single. What diet helped you lose the weight?
Have amazing hair. Good looking dude in general.
There's no particular diet that I did. I was just basically
How savage that be with my hair?
calorie counting. A lot of people think that it's a diet, but for me it's just like tracking what I eat with no specific macronutrient favoritism or whatever. It's just like keeping a good balanced diet, like 40% carbs, 30% protein, and 20% fat with calorie allocation per day that would put me in a deficit, basically. So if my maintenance is 2,500 calories a day, then going into a deficit of, let's say, 20% of that, which is roughly around 2,000 calories for me, with the energy expenditure that I had back then, counting the cardio and the lifting and the exercises and stuff. So yeah, just making sure that I'm constantly in a deficit. Losing the weight is just done through nutrition. If you do exercise, then that's a little bit more calories in your allowance. But yeah, I didn't do any keto or any particular diet other than just tracking food and counting the calories, basically. Lifting heavy makes me lose weight no matter what I eat. Holy shit. Just lift heavy with form and you're good. But yeah, it can be expensive, so just diet. Bro, I love strength training. It feels so good. Dude, yeah. I mean, strength training will augment your muscle mass, all right? And by having an extra muscle, this is more motor units. So just moving around, you'll be spending more calories. So it raises your metabolism, basically. So you can eat more calories. Of course, if you eat the same thing, like the same amount of food that you were eating before starting to train, I mean, when training, you're going to lose weight for sure. A lot of people, although, are sometimes your body while doing exercise will react by increasing your hunger, and decreasing your need after your workouts to, keep the calories balanced. But as long as you're not eating more calories without knowing, then you're going to lose weight. And by building more muscle, it takes less time to burn the fat because the muscles will appear before, a little bit earlier. But yeah, if you need help or coaching or anything, just hit me up on my DM, send me a DM, and I can help you make meal plans. There's no food restrictions. It's just knowing what's inside food and the caloric value of what you eat, being aware of it in the first place. I mean, if you want to eat a cake, then by all means eat a cake, but you're going to realize sooner or later that the cake has lots of carb, lots of fat, and does not have as much nutritional value for the amount of calories you're bringing in. And so while you can eat cake, let's say it's 1,200 calories per piece, then, and you have 2,000 per day, then you won't be eating much more of anything else during that day, right? So it's just, don't hold yourself to eat a lot, but sometimes you can make substitutions to keep eating what you're eating that will have less calories. But yeah, like Big Mac, we're both huge fans of strength training, and doing so, setting ourselves with short-term goals keeps us on our long-term goals of fitness, basically. Yes, I did get my 100-pound transformation through strength training and calorie restriction, or what am I going to say? I prefer saying not the diet. I prefer saying just being conscious of your nutrition, basically. And those two together is just awesome. And the feeling you get after training is always so good that it helps us keep going. Like this week, I'm sick right now. I have a sore throat and I'm still training. There's no escaping the pump, and the pump is how you feel, how the muscle feels like gorged with blood. It's a good feeling. So while we never feel like working out going into a workout, or we don't always feel like working out, we never regret having worked out. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you start your workout. I don't feel like it. It's like, well, I'm sure I'm not going to regret it. So there you go. All right, I didn't undo my dumbbells last night. I was a little bit cramped for time, so I'm going to store these away. We will need them later on. We'll need those plates, and we're going to be going on the bench, and I'm increasing the weight on the bench today. Is runner's high real? Did that hook grip today, love it. It's 340 for 3. Nice. Awesome, Big Mac. I'm glad you love your hook grip, man. Is runner's high real? The runner's high, I have experienced it on once or twice, but I'm not so much of a cardio guy. Like I'm not a runner, but I kind of experience it. Like I like inline skating, right? So when you find your groove, your rhythm, where you can, sustain a certain amount of physical activity, you kind of feel like you can sustain it forever. That's what the runner's high is. And I think this is achieved through having the pace that you can sustain fat oxidation because there's three ways to burn energy, right? Like there's ATP, there's the glycolytic pathway. Glycolytic means you're taking glucose in your bloodstream to create energy. These two pathways, ATP, CP, and the glucose pathway, both are able to create ATP faster, right? Fat oxidation is the third one, but it requires oxygen, hence cardio. But it's a slow process to create energy from the fat. It's like putting one, how could I say? It's like putting a drop of gasoline once every 5 minutes, and you have to sustain the fire that way. While the other ones is like punching in a lot of it, but it burns instantly, right? But anyways, when you're getting that runner's high, I think that personally it's your body has balance between all of these three pathways to create energy so that it can sustain you at your heart rate and how can I say that? That's why you kind of feel like you can go indefinitely with it. Hi, WS Atlas, how are you? I wasn't able to do 315 2 months ago. Nice. Big Mac. So you weren't able to do 315 with the hook grip, or 315 at all, you weren't able to do it?
Oh yeah, I was singing the song. Wait, you guys don't sing along to that song whenever it comes on?
Okay, so even with the mixed grip, you weren't able to lift 315? Nice.
Johnny Yargan. He's a Lee Erickson cosplayer.
Oh, without hook. I wasn't able at all before without hook. Nice. The stream sound is broken, you think? In what sense? Can you hear me talk well? Or it's because you're kind of hearing multiple music at the same time?
Dude, I can't wait. I'm gonna feel like Chris.
Here. Is the stream sound better? It's because I have music that's running in my speakers, and I also have background music that's royalty free for you guys to hear, and my mic might also be picking up my gym music that's running around and mixing it up with the background music running. All right, we gotta start. You can hear noise. Huh. Okay. Weird. All right, let's stop the music. Can you still hear the noise? Yeah, I'm checking right now. Like, yes, it's better. Yes, it's corrected. Or yes, it's still making noise. No. No, it's not better. It's the same. Okay. I'm going to cut out my mic and tell me if it's better. There we go. So I cut out my mic for a few seconds. Was there a period where the stream was okay? How about you, Big Mac? Are you hearing sound or noise on the stream? Because you're the first one who's reporting this to me, Ice Atlas. Also, maybe do you hear that with other streamers? I don't see anything problematic on my end. Thing is, I can't put the monitor on, otherwise I'm going to be hearing echo. I might, hold on, I'm going to go get my headphones. And going to listen in on my stream using the headphones, so that way there won't be any interference with. I changed to other sound device, but it's the same. All right, I'm just going to do a quick check with headphones, and I will actually listen to my own music using headphones. So disconnect this. All right, I'm gonna need to put this Bluetooth adapter on some USB port somewhere. I'm running out of USB ports here. All right, I should have Bluetooth on. Voice connected, music, and both tuned good. Let's check out my stream. Twitch.tv. Go on my own channel. No, I don't hear anything. We can hear you, but when you talk, there's a little bit of static. Yeah, there's a little bit of static on my microphone when I talk. That's because it's a wireless microphone, and it seems to be catching the 3.4 gigahertz interference. And I've tried 4 or 5 different microphones. They all have the same issue. Only left side channel is buzzing. Well, that's weird. I'm listening, and I'm going to be, because I'm deaf in my right ear, I'm going to use the right channel in my left ear. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, you guys are right. I can't hear myself on the right earbud. Weird. All right, let's check this out then. Oh, I forgot to put some beta-alanine in my pre-workout. Oh well. Why would be the source only mono? Let's see here. This would have to do with the camera. Well, thanks for all the comments, by the way. This helps me make the stream better. I really like the feedback. So camera, the sound is coming from my receiver, the camera. Capture audio. Right. So advanced audio properties. VLC mic, VLC background, Canon Rebel. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be any thing pertaining to only being left channel. Maybe it's a camera setting. Maybe it's the camera that does that. All right, testing. All right, so I've identified that it's the actual receiver that is throwing mono only. Hold on. For the mic on the left channel. Great observation here. That's a TRRS cable. Where are the instructions? Maybe there's a way to setting to change this. TRS patch cable. I don't think it's a cable issue. I think it's more of a setting issue on the receiver. Aha, phone mode, camera, stereo mode. Blue static light on RX. Green static light on receiver is camera mono mode. Alright, so how do we change those? Hey, hate to say this, but still same. Yeah, I know. I've identified the problem. I'm trying to now fix the problem. Turn on or off, clear noise canceling function, manually charging, auto charge, mode switch. All right, so long press the mode switch volume down button for 5 seconds to switch modes. Green static light indicates camera mono mode. Blue static light indicates phone mode or camera stereo mode. Depending on the device connected. All right, so long press the mode switch volume down button. try that. Now it's in mono mode. Oh. I just heard myself. Testing. All right, it seems like I'm both channels. I can hear myself on the left side, on the right side, and I can. There we go. Both channels for the mic now. And I don't hear the clicking anymore. I don't hear the static noise when talking. Well, I gotta say this. Thanks so much, YS Atlas, because that helped me fix an issue that was a long time coming, and I didn't know it was related to the fact that I was in the wrong mode. All right, now we can start a warm-up for bench. There we go. Yeah, I don't hear the static noise anymore. That's awesome. Fixed it. Now I can turn my stream volume off and, you know, shoot some music into my ears. There you go. Thank you. It was only made possible with your determination to give me feedback on what was going on. So, teamwork, thanks so much. Thanks also for the follow. I would normally do 10 push-ups, but with the shoulder, I will refrain from doing that. All right, let's start the new cam. Is Lumia Stream on in case my moderator stops by and start playing around with my cams? There we go. Top view, side view. Oh. Oh, there we go. Whew. Let's just do empty bar. Get to warm up the muscles and get the stretch on the pec and fire up the back muscles to hold the shoulders stable. Oh. Nice and slow. Woo. There's that rocket. Woo! We just got rated by Rocket Fit. Nice. Sorry, I was lurking on your stream, but then some of my viewers identified a long time problem with my mic, and then I was able to fix it thanks to Y Atlas. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for entrusting all your viewers to me, Rocket Fit. That's awesome. So for those who don't know Rocket Fit, this dude's a freaking badass. Load bar. I gotta go back to my channel here. I want to give Rocket Fit a proper shout out to those of my viewers that don't know him yet, especially Y Atlas, because I think YS Atlas, because I think it's a first time viewer here as well. But for the Raiders, thanks so much for stopping by with Rocket Fit. My name is Seb Gagnon. I'm I used to say certified personal trainer. I specialize in strength and conditioning and nutrition, and I stream my workouts online so that I can answer any of your questions during my rest periods. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to fire away in the chat or anything, and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. My workouts are revolving around squat, bench, and deadlift. I'm also a powerlifting athlete. Right now I'm kind of in the off season, so I'm doing more hypertrophy work, but still keeping these three main lifts at the core of my programming, just because increase the skill, increase the range of motion, rehab my shoulder, just like Rocket Fit. And next competition will be March 23rd, 2024. Gonna be a full power, and hopefully I can get my bench back up there for you. Damn, I've been butchering your last name. My bad, bro. Butchering? No, it's okay, buddy. Seb Gagnon is because it's French, so I pronounce it in French, but I do understand, and English people will pronounce it Gagnon, and I'm totally used to it, and I actually kind of like how it sounds. So don't worry about it, man. There's no butchering here. Yes, darling. Yes, you can make chocolate chip cookies. Just clean up after, all right? Perfect. Pardon? Pardon? Oh, je commence. All right. So tonight, you got my programming right there, right here. We're gonna do some paused bench. This is part of the rehab. This is lower weights than I can do, but we're building the bench back up to what it used to be. Since the shoulder injury, I'm suffering some tendonitis in the rotator cuff muscles, mainly due to apparently some nerve compression in C5, C6, and C7. So I'm doing some physio for that, and we're gonna be rebuilding the bench back up. In order to stimulate growth for the chest though, benching at that weight is not stimulating enough for the chest, so we're doing some cable flies, which really isolates the chest better and does not involve much of the shoulder anymore, so we want to keep growing that chest. We'll be doing some cable crossover face pulls. I love crossover face pulls because you get a good stretch at the end of the range of motion, and you get a good activation of the back muscles, rear delts, traps, rhomboids, and rotator cuff. After that, we're going to be doing some curls, cable curls, and skull crushers in supersets, because those are antagonist muscles and we can work them both at the same time. Hey, Chicken Priest, how are you? Welcome back, my friend. I see. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much. But it's okay. I mean, it's not because we're injured or we cannot work at the same capacity we were working before that we cannot train. And it's usually not a good idea to not train at all, because the muscles will just scar in a very bad position. So you need to really move and keep that range of motion within a tolerable pain threshold. And it's called weight management, basically, rehabilitation. Always a good idea. Rocket Fit. Missed the later streams, missed my lunch break streams. Nice. Yeah, Rocket Pit was just on earlier. I stopped by his stream, and I made him do 1.5 squats, which he freaking nailed. And yeah, I'm sure that if he does like 2-3 sets of those after his squats, your legs will be like burning, like Tom Platt style. All right, so let's go do a second set of warm up on the bench. We're gonna be going to, let's say 65, 85. Let's go 85. We always have to warm up, increasing the load gradually up to your actual working weights. We're going to be working with 115 paused. So we are going to gradually increase the weight up to there. So 85 pounds. And we'll switch to multi-cam. So you guys can get a close-up on the face. So the back muscles are awakening. They are awakening solid. Yeah, you should never worry to butcher my name, Rocket. Don't worry about it. Oh, how was the, oh, Big Mac. That's what deload is for? I was eating, but yeah, definitely don't stop. Even taking 1 full week off messes with things. Oh, freaking yeah. That's what deload's for. Can't stop, won't stop. Nice. Yeah, so when I went down to Cuba 2 weeks ago, I kind of had like a 2 week, let me just change the cam here. So I actually talk to the cam, or to the viewers. So I did a 2 week, for legs or posterior chain, I had the 2 week off. So while down in Cuba, I still did upper body, just, you know, to keep some kind of working out schedule. But yeah, the legs and posterior chain did not get training for 2 weeks. And when I went back to deadlifts, it was just freaking brutal. And on top of that, I did my programming so that it would be that much more brutal to begin with those 1.5 rep squats. What is higher risk of injury? Of not doing deloads or doing deloads? Can't stop, won't stop. All right, so we'll go to 105 now and do a few reps with that. This is 85. And I forgot to load the bar. I think deloading instead of a break. Yeah, deloading instead of a break is a totally fine way to do it. I did full break for 2 weeks, and I always regret it when I come back to training. So we'll do 105 pounds warm up. My girlfriend is kind of the opposite. She came back stronger, and she was just like plowing through her workout. So I'm like, okay, go. I gave her tons of volume. But yeah, just before going to the trip, I came. I was doing, I think, 4 or 5 for 5 in on the deadlift. And when I came back, like this week, I was supposed to do 365 for 8, and I could barely get 5 on the first set. I worked my way up to 7 reps, but I was still short. Alrighty, time to go back to work. Have a great workout and stream, Seb. Alright, thanks so much for stopping by, Chicken Priest. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Go have a great work shift. Hope to see you again soon. Always great to have you here. Let's hit our 105 now. I think it's just that was 85. All right. So 105 is a 25 and a 5. So if I add a 5, that would be, well, it's 30 pounds, right? So another 10. It's just I don't want to switch. I don't want to switch to 25-pound plates because we're going to be switching them anyways afterwards. So there, 30 on each side. I hate when DLs don't feel easy. Deadlifts, oh, yeah. And also I have to consider that I am sick this week, so my performance is not going to be not going to be 100% either, right? But that programmed weight was supposed to be RP 8, so I was supposed to do 365 for 8 with 2 reps in reserve, so technically being able to do 10. But when I don't feel on top of my game, or I feel a little bit down in terms of performance, this translates into a higher RPE. So I'll hit I hit those sets at RPE 9 or 10, but I'll still be able to accomplish the weight. Yeah. So today, like I got up this morning and I had this huge mucus in my throat, like it was like really hard to cough it out. I went to pharmacy and get some meds to try and take care of it. But I'm definitely not feeling 100%. And on top of that, the breathing on the deadlifts, it's kind of like hyperventilation thing, and it's just not able to produce enough energy to do the set. So we'll see next week if I get better. And then there's going to be Christmas that we're going to have to deal with and see how this is going to affect training. But I think I'm getting my next deload after next week. So I'm going to be in deload during Christmas Eve or Christmas week. So my computer has got the Bluetooth adapter for my headphones, but it's too long a distance. So when I'm here, I can hear the music fine, but when I'm over there, it starts chopping because I'm out of range. So meds will make you weaker too, because working. Well, meds depends if it's antibiotics, because antibiotics will kill your gut microbiome, will kill basically your gut flora. I'm not on antibiotics right now. I'm just getting some decongestant. Well, I'm already using decongestant in my workouts with ephedrine, but just getting that, what is it called? Maltitol, or I can't remember the name, but it's supposed to break up the mucus and make it more fluid so I can expel it properly. So I'm just letting my body fight off the infection by itself. But if it becomes too much problematic, I wanna try and avoid going towards antibiotics as much as possible. All right, so we did 105 for like 8. Now we're gonna put 115 on the bar. Last week I did 105 for set of 10, I think, on paused reps. We're gonna start with 115 with 2-second pause on chest, and we got to do this for 8 reps. And depending on how I feel after that set of 3, I might pepper in a few sets of 1.5 reps for bench as well. See if I can get the burning adaptation on the muscle adaptation on the chest without too much shoulder issues. All right, so 115 is a 35-pound plate. So all my friends are happy though that I'm injured on my shoulder, because now they can safely say that they are benching more than I do. So they're very happy with that. All right, so let's get ready for the first set. Multicam up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop on a chest, hold that active stretch for 2 seconds, and then press. All right, we got to do 8 reps like that. So let's do this with the multicam up. There we go. First set. And I'm gonna record the set just to look at afterwards, just to make sure that we are in a good position on most of them here. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of water grip. All right. All right. Did those look like good 2-second pause? It felt okay on the shoulder, pretty much a 2 in terms of pain on the scale of 10. So that was pretty good to me. And I forgot to load the bar on the stream, but I think we're gonna be able to bring that up a little bit. Let's put that to 145 for the next set. Oh no, we were at 115. Let's do 125, sorry. Let's add 10 pounds. So we're eventually gonna go back up to 1 wheel on paused bench. But I'm definitely feeling a lot more chest activation off the chest when I press. So a lot more engagement. And when I'm holding the bar, focus really on my scapular retraction, right? And as long as I keep those muscles tight, I don't feel the pain off the press. So basically the shoulder pain on the bench is usually because you lose your scapular retraction. So your scapula becomes protracted like this, and then it'll cause impingement on the shoulder rotator cuff. In my case, it's not a simple impingement syndrome. It is a combination of impingement and loss of muscle control. So right here, I do have a little bit of impingement, but that's because I'm losing scapular control. So I'm getting protracted, yes. But there's also some nerve compression directly near the spine, which makes me feel pain in my entire arm, as well as losing control of the muscle of the delt and of the brachial, especially on lateral raises. So when I do this on the eccentric, sometimes I will lose control of the muscle and it'll just drop down. So there's actually an actual nervous issue that, whoa, that's still recording. All right, so we're gonna load up 125 and do our second set in a few seconds. So we'll just add 5 pounds to that. So we've delved outside of my playlist right now. How about we just load my playlist? And the volume ain't too great. There. All right. So somebody sent me a video for me to watch. All right, it's 125 pounds. Let's do second set. Josh Cullinge, thanks for the follow, man. Had to mow down a bunch of chicken and rice past the. Nice. Nice. You got the carbs and the protein in. That's awesome. What I want is multi-cam. Let's go. Next set. Set number 2 of bench press at 115. No, we are at 125 right now. Second set. Whew. The chest is feeling it. Whew. So 125 went well. Starting to feel about 3. Shoulder pain. That's happening a little later in the set, probably reps 5, 6 started. And that's what you get to know, that as your back muscles gets tired, they start losing positioning, and that's where you start feeling the shoulder. All right. Cool, so had to mow down a bunch of chicken and pasta, so yeah, we read that, that's cool. A friend of mine asked me how much calories there is in a TikTok video that he saw. So tortilla, here, I'll just, I estimated about 800 more than that. I'd say at least 800. So let's do dinner. Let's try and calculate it. I'm using MyFitnessPal, but you can use My Fat Secret, Big Fat Secret, or there's also all kinds of tracking tools. So the tortillas that I have here is 170 calories, but those are the lowest calorie one I can find. Not every tortilla is made the same, so you have to check the label. Cheese, fromage, So I estimate there's at least 100 grams of cheese in the recipe. Yeah. Next there's going to be ketchup. I think it was ketchup or barbecue sauce. Well, we'll just put ketchup. Well, I'd say there was at least 3 tablespoons. There's chicken in there, probably baked chicken breast. Let's say 140 grams of chicken. Sounds like that. And there was some jalapenos. We'll just say 1 cup. Oh yeah. So I'd say it's about 900 calories. Want to watch it with me? There you go. Tell me how much you think how many calories there is in that thing. Desk browser. We're gonna wash a reel. Oh. All right. Desk browser. Look it up. All right. Look at what he puts in the meal. It's really quick. Oh, I forgot the onions. All right, so the onions, I forgot the onions. Well, that looked like about 40 grams of onions. It's half an onion, basically. All right. So I am up to 899 calories. Oh, you guys are actually seeing my chat. Kind of forgot that I was on the browser thing here. All right, so how about we go and do our third set of bench. So I was not too bad eyeballing the meal at about 800 calories after putting all the ingredients into MyFitnessPal with the quantities that it seems to be like he's putting on. Turns out to be around 900 calories. And again, my friend is impressed by how many calories there actually is. But yeah, the culprit is actually the cheese. And he puts at least 100 grams of cheese on that thing. So even if you take like low-fat cheese, it's going to be 15% calories less. So instead of 400 calories, it would probably be somewhere around 285, 300. So it'd still be a meal that's over 700 calories. All right. All right, let's do our third set. Multicam. All right, third set, keeping 125. And we're gonna be done or paused bench for today. Woo. We got 8 paused reps at 125. This is about probably 20 to 30 pounds less than when I was doing paused bench at the best of my performance. Whew. Well, we can definitely feel the chest. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do in honor of Rocket Fit, who actually did the challenge that I suggested, which was the 1.5 reps squats, which I'm gonna be doing tomorrow because it's part of my programming. But in my programming for bench rehab, I did not include 1.5 reps on bench initially because I just wanted to make sure to work your shoulder properly. But we're gonna go extremely lightweight, and I'm gonna show what 1.5 reps is for bench with way lower weights, all right? So we're gonna do, let's say, I don't know, let's go 85 pounds. That's like really lightweight. There shouldn't be any issues for the shoulder that weight. We're gonna do 8 reps, 1.5 reps. But just one set. We're just gonna pepper in one set into this training session. Just because Rocket Fit actually tried the squat challenge that I put it on. So I'm gonna pay it forward. And also because he rated my channel with all of you guys. So thanks so much for being here. And for those who don't know who Rocket Fit is, because he's such a beautiful soul, I will give him a proper shout out, which I promised I would give him earlier. So let's shout out. I wish I had like a one button fits all for the shout out. Shout out Rocket Fit. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be it. There we go. So you got a proper shout out, Rocket Fit. Go look it up, look at his channel. This guy is buff, this guy is awesome. He's got a really great stream. He streams his workout just like me, and he's been doing it for longer than I am. So pay him a visit, go and watch him. In the meantime, I'm going to put 85 pounds on the bar and do 1.5 reps on bench for 8 reps. So 85. Then we're going to be switching over the cables. All right, 1.5 reps with the right camera angle. Oh. Oh. Whew. So 1.5 reps consist of dropping at the bottom, pushing halfway, going back down to the bottom, and then doing full extension, and that counts for 1 rep. But because you're doing half a rep in between, that's why it's called 1.5 reps. And we're only counting the full extensions. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's 1.5 reps for bench. This was lightweight, just for demonstration. I could probably increase the weight. I probably had like 4 or 5 reps left in the tank. But we're doing it safely, and it's a good demonstration how this works. So don't go to full extension, you just really work. This is part of the, I actually mentioned it on, I'm twice on my channel here. That's because Rocket Fit rated me. lengthened partials. So long length partials, when you're training the bench, the pec is at its most stretched at the bottom of the rep. So pressing off the chest is what induces hypertrophy, because you're contracting the muscle that's lengthened position. And by doing that, once it goes a certain height, the pec is no longer as much involved into the lift as the triceps are picking it up and the shoulder to reach full extension. So full extension will be triceps to lock the elbow, right? But the pec works the most at its stretched position, and by doing those long length partials, you really work the pec twice as much during a set than your triceps, right? And that's why Rocket Fit was not really wrong calling them targeted partials, because a compound movement will work multiple muscles in the same exercise, right? But when it comes to accessory exercises, this no longer really applies for targeting, because an accessory exercise, or if you call them isolation exercises, they're already targeted, right? Because you're working out one muscle. Let's say you take bicep curls, for example. This is already targeted, whether you're doing long length or long length partials or not. It's already targeted. But in the case of compound exercises, he was not wrong calling them targeted, because you will target the range of motion that affects one muscle in particular, right? So in the case of squats, your quads at its lengthened position at the bottom of the squat and not preventing to go higher keeps then the tension on your quads for the whole half rep, right? So twice as much tension on the quad than the rest of the muscle mass for the hips, glutes, and whatever, right? Back. So in the case of compounds, yes, you can call them targeted partials. For accessory, you can still do long length partials, but you can't really call them targeted partials because it's already a targeted exercise. When you're doing bicep curls, let's say, when is the bicep at its most stretched position? It's going to be when it's full, your elbow's fully extended, right? So doing partial would be doing that and never reaching full contraction to here. So if you're doing long length partial, you'd have to just work the full extension of the bicep like this. I gotta go. It was a good time. Thank you so much for being here, WS Atlas. Hope you've enjoyed your time. Hope that you like the information I provided. And thanks so much for helping me fix the issue on my stream. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And have a great night. Hope to see you again soon. And if you have any questions, please fire away anytime. Have a good night. All right, so we're done with benching. We're gonna go to cables and really get the pump in our chest. And screw the shoulder. The shoulder got its work. Now it's time for the chest to work. We no longer need the bench for this. We're gonna do, well, we'll need it for the second sets. We're gonna be doing high pulley cable flies, because those are okay doing it standing. But for the low pulley and a high pulley, so low pulley and middle pulley, we're gonna be doing that on the bench to really exclude the shoulder. Doing them standing involves the shoulder a little bit too much. So let's look at what we done last time on that exercise. All right, so we are Wednesday. We're gonna fill in like a good athlete, like a good client, fill in our exercise readiness report. So I was not sore coming into the workout today. I was not stressed. I have normal energy. Now a little bit tired, to be honest. My mood is normal, but I didn't snipe very well. So my exercise readiness is 17 out of 25. And now bench warm up, what do we do? We did 18 reps at empty bar. Well, then we did 12 reps, I think, at 85. And then we ended with 105 with 8 reps. For our paused bench, we started with 115 for 8 reps, and we moved up to 125 for the last 2 sets, which is better than last week. And I'm not going to track the long length partials or 1.5 reps. Now we're going to do cable fly, high pulley cable flies. So the difference between the pulley position with the cable flies, as the pulley are high, you're gonna have to fly down, right? So this will work the low pec, right? So there's multiple fibers going all around here. There's gonna be clavicular head, which is the upper pec. That's usually, you train it using incline bench press. It targets that upper pec muscle. But you've got the sternal fibers here, and you've got the rib fibers right here. The rib fibers, the low pec, basically, is trained using high cable pulleys. Low cable pulleys, you're gonna have to do a move like that, going upwards. So this involves the upper pec. And doing the mid ones involves the sternal fibers of the pec. So we're working different fibers for every set. And don't think that it only works those fibers. It's always a certain degree of activation, right? So a certain percentage. I think we were at like 45, I think, last time. I'm gonna load how much did we do last time? Cable fly high. What was our last working set? Was 50. All right, so we did 50 pounds for 12 reps. So we're gonna start with 50 then. So that's 50. Just missing a 5 on that side. There we go. Now let's see, do I have a multicam for that? Front cam here. And we'll have to move the camera angle a little bit. There we go. So you don't want to try and fly at the extended position to get into position in the first place. Just use your biceps. Put them in here, fully extended. There we go. Now you can set yourself in a good position. And then you start stretching the pec. One more. Oh, I can feel all kinds of stretch in the pec. Oh, feels great. Now while you're doing standing, you have no choice but to put support on the one leg. So I would advise on switching the support leg between your sets, because you're not gonna be super straight doing the flies, all right? So switch support leg so that you can balance out the imbalances, basically. Again, you can do that on the bench and you would be way much more stable. That's why I'm doing it for mid and low pulleys. But yeah, overall, pretty good. Chest getting a pretty good pump tonight. As you can see, it's getting pretty swollen. We only have 2-minute break. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to 55 pounds for the next set because I did 13 reps. And we want to stay within, for accessories, I stay within 10 to 12 reps, right? So I'm using kind of a double progression model for accessories rather than compounds. I always stay in hypertrophy ranges for accessories, so I'll be doing 10 to 12 on the first week. I'm gonna be doing 8 to 10 on the second week, and I'm gonna be doing like 6 to 8 at the heaviest week in the whole cycle. And that's as low reps I'm going to go for isolation exercises, basically. In this case, I will put a load that I can do for 10 reps, and I keep that load going up all the way until I can do 12 reps. Once I reach 12 reps or beat 12 reps, then it's time to overload and bring it back to 10 rep range, right? So I just did 13 reps of flies at 50. So I'm gonna be jumping to 55 and see how many reps I get. Like if I'm still in 10 to 12, I'm good to go. But these are beginning to be a lot harder to maintain stability because it's so heavy and it's pulling me back, right? All right, so second set of high cable flies. This time we're going to be using the right leg for support. I forgot to switch the camera angle. I'm sorry. It's too late now. That's 11, and that's why I don't train with earbuds, because I got a lot of neck activation and face activation, and it keeps popping the earbuds out of my ears. All right. So we've done 2 sets of okay, so now we're going to switch over to low cable flies, and for this we are going to take apart the transformer platform. That's too much of a problem, just so we can put the bench on here. So this adds a little bit more stability to your shoulders. You just have to figure out the right distance. And we're gonna be moving down in weight. I think it was like a 35 last time I did low pulleys. Again, this targets the upper chest. So we'll put 35 on. We're going to adjust the pulley system to be low, and for that we need to take out those plate pegs to have access to the low anchor point on the one side, and then do it on the other one. There we go. All right, so now we're ready to do low cable flies. We're gonna judge if the distance is right. All right, so we're a little bit too far ahead because I have tension on my arms, even for bicep curls. All right, so this should keep tension at a stretch position for sure. And how about, hey, King Nick, how are you doing? We'll switch the camera angle so we can see from the front and on the side. How are you doing, King Nick? It's not Flex Friday, but still. Any day is a good time for flexing. All right, let's do some low cable flies. We're gonna start by the extended position first. Des calories qui goûtent bon, ça.
J'ai mis l'assiette à mix dans... Ben, je l'ai mis dans un plat puis j'ai mis dans le fridge.
OK.
Je fais 5 fois, je m'envoie le réveil. Il se rendort. Je suis après.
Non, c'est OK. Alors, je sais pas c'est quoi qu'il y a comme problème, là, mais bon.
Je pense qu'il n'y a pas dormi de la nuit.
Je sais qu'il n'a pas dormi de la nuit. Pas capable de dormir. Moi, je pense que c'est plus parce qu'il n'a pas voulu dormir. Après, à moitié. All right. So we got one set down. In about 1 minute, we're going to be moving on to the second set of low pulleys. So it's really getting the stretch of the pec like that and going up like this, right? Getting the upper pec stretched out. So you really have to retract your shoulder blades, doing this and going up. All right. So, we're about ready to go and do the second set. Then we're going to be doing mid, which will be about this high. And forgot to switch the cam again. Let's do that right now. Multiple angles on every exercise. Nine, 13, 13. Oh, I think I counted 13. I think at 10 I got mixed up, got confused. Whew. But we definitely feel the chest pump. And lots of blood going in. We're working the right muscles. And I'm already not regretting my workout, and I'm not even done. I am enjoying it right now. That's pretty good. Hey, Carrion Grap 22. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, my friend. How is your Wednesday night? I'm gonna go and set the machine for middle pulley flies. So this is a pretty good DIY for a power cage for doing flies at home. I love it pretty much. So middle, I'm not sure how much. I was doing last rep. Our last session. So on the high we did 50 for 13. And then we did 55 for 12, I think. Well, I really feel the chest right now. It's a great feeling. So low, we did 35 for 2 sets of 12. Yeah. Pretty good. And for mid, we did 45 for mid last time. What? What's going on, Andrew McNair? Is that like some text art? I know. I mean, the fact that you are actually talking in a chat kind of clued me in that you're not really banned. How are you doing, Andrew? All right. We should be good to go with the middle pulleys. We did 45 last time. So how about we bring this to 50, 40, 50. £50 chest flies, middle pulley. And we might have to bring the bench a little bit further out. And also switch the cams. I have a question. Why does it look like you have a gut? I do have a gut. I do have excess skin. And the thing is, my rib cage is out, right? So if I bring in the vacuum, my top abs are swollen kind of on top of my rib cage. So everybody's physiology for abs are different. But my top ribs are right here and my rib cage is going outwards because it's got expanded so much when I was fatter with the big belly that you can also see my xiphoid process that it's been pushed outwards because of the big belly I've been harboring all these years. And the xiphoid process actually is kind of a cartilage until you hit like 40, 41. And then it solidifies as a bone around 40 years old. And because it was, as a cartilage, it was malleable, so it was pushed out by the big belly at that point. And it solidified that way. And I lost my weight. I was 42, 41, 42, I'm 46 now. And so it solidified that way. And there's nothing I can do anymore to push it back. But yeah, because my rib cage is pushed out so much further like this, if I want to really get the abs crunched, I have to bring my entire torso back down here and that takes out my chest. Right, I can't push my chest out unless I bring the rib cage out completely. So that's why. All right, middle pulley. So I'm working on getting a bigger chest so that it it actually outweighs the gut, but it's going to be hard. I forgot to switch the cameras. Oh well, next set. One more. That's 11. Also, everyone has a big gut when they're seated. Like I can push it in, but when it's relaxed, so we did one set of 50. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes. And we did, how many reps did I do? I did 10, 11. I eat protein bars as a post-workout shake. I'm gonna be hitting dinner in about an hour or two, an hour. Protein bars is kind of a snack. For dinner is meat sauce spaghetti. So pasta for carbs and meat sauce for protein. It's using, I just make it with just a regular tomato sauce from Walmart or whatever. And I put in a pound of lean, extra lean ground beef. And I make a whole pot of sauce. I'm not actually eating the whole thing. I just put like 200 grams of it on of the actual sauce on my spaghetti. So not so much vegetables, but I had a lot of vegetables today at lunch. So I still ate a good portion of vegetables during the day and fruits. Salt, pepper, oh yeah. Salt, pepper with, I actually put crushed peppers on my spaghetti. I like it spicy. Or crushed hot peppers, should I say? All right, so I'm gonna show you I'm not sure if I got the my drive clients. I'm going to be using myself as an example of how I do my meal plans. Body management, no. Nutrition, CSG meal plan. I'm gonna wait for this to load, and then I'm gonna do the second set of middle pulleys. I did, I think, 11 reps on the first one. I'm gonna try and do at least the same amount. For the second set. All right, and this time we'll activate the camera. How about that? Both hands. All right, let's do a set of 12. Let's try and hit 12 on that. We got 12. And I feel the pecs really, really good. So 50 times 12. We're done with the chest. We're going to be moving on to face pulls. All right, so let's bring out the app here, and I'm going to import the stuff that I'm going to be putting in to my meal plan. So I'm going to make myself a meal plan and show you how I do my meal plans at the same time. The one I want to find out now, because I use MyFitnessPal to track, I don't really make myself meal plans anymore. But let's see here, spaghetti. And then spaghetti homemade sauce. Homemade spaghetti sauce. All right, so let's go and put that in our food database here. Spaghetti for 85 grams is 304 calories, 60.7 grams of carbs. It's a lot of carbs, but that's what spaghetti is for. Is there any fiber in there? I doubt it. Dietary fiber, none. All right. And then homemade meat spaghetti sauce. My own recipe for 400 grams. That's gonna be one serving of 100 grams is 106 calories, 5.1 grams of 11.7 grams of protein, 5.1 grams of carbs, and 4.6 grams of fat. I doubt there's any dietary fiber in there. Oh, we have 1.1 grams. All right. So I'm gonna do one set of face pulls first, and then I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna show you how I make my meal plans. All right, so we are done with the cable machine for now, but we'll have some bicep curls. Oh, we're not done. We're gonna do our face pulls with that. All right, so we're just gonna do, I think it was 35 last time. Let's just put 35 on. There we go. For face pulls, we're gonna do high anchor point. There we go. We're gonna take away the bench. Put this on multicam, and hopefully you can see the whole thing. All right, one set. We're going to do 3 sets of those. At 35. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more on the next one. All right, so meal planning. With meal planning, you kind of need to know how many calories per day you should be aiming for. And it all depends on your goal, if you want to lose weight or if you want to maintain your weight or if you want to bulk, because you still need to track your food. If you're bulking, you don't want to go all out and eat just like ton of food thinking it's just gonna help you bulk, right? So in my case right now, I'm maintaining. I will be entering a cut phase around January, end of January, beginning of February, for about 8 weeks, leaning out to 185. I'm at 190 this morning, which I'll have to go and adjust my my parameters here. I'm back to about 11% body fat. Still 5 hours of weekly activity. All right. So let's go here on the browser. So here you have the details of the person that you're trying to do something with. All right, with another tab, I got all my clients and their information, which is not displayed here for obvious purposes. BMR is for base metabolic rate. This is the amount of calories that you need to sustain life. So just breathing and organ function, brain function, heart function, just not doing anything, this is the amount of calories that you need per day to sustain your life. Obviously, if you go lower than this in calories, your body will start digging into its fat reserves for sure, even if you're not exercising. Now, the TDEE is the total daily energy expenditure, so that includes all the exercises you do on a weekly basis per day, so average per day. So this is about 800 calories extra, but that's because I'm doing 5 days of training and 1 to 2 days of cardio in the form of hockey. So I evaluate my energy expenditure to be this. And again, this is never always a precise calculation, right? This is just a ballpark to play around with. You're going to be better at judging your energy expenditure as you go along and start learning your body. But this usually is a ballpark. So what is the meal plan goal? The meal plan goal is to cut, but in my case, I just want to maintain my weight. So maintenance is going to use the same amount of calories for TDEE. If you want to cut, let's say you want to cut calories, you want to lose weight, this amount of calories per day, you cut 20% of that in order to lose weight, right? 20% cut usually reflects itself as about 2 pounds per week in terms of fat loss, in terms of weight loss, right? In my case, I want to maintain, and maintain means, well, I'm just going to eat the same amount of food that I'm expending in terms of calories every day. So my daily target will become 2,668. I do my macros to be 40% of that will be protein. That's a little high, so I might want to adjust that to 30%, 35% protein. That's a little high, but I prefer to be a little higher side. I'm going to go 45% carbs because I use a lot of workouts, hockey, and working out. I need carbs to fuel my workouts. And I'm generally going to be staying low on fat. Simply because the higher you go on a fat, the smaller volume you can eat. So yeah, that's my goal. But sometimes on maintenance, I'll target 25% fat, and in this case, I would be dropping down carbs to 40, so that it makes 100%. But in this case here, you can always play around with both. So for food in the morning, I always have Greek yogurt. That's like, I've been eating Greek yogurt for the past year daily, and I'm still not sick of it. I'll use plain fat Greek yogurt, plain low fat Greek yogurt, Kirkland, and I usually put 200 grams in my meal. I will put frozen fruits. I'll use strawberry and a 3-berry blend. mix of both. And I put 75 grams of strawberries, 75 grams of a 3-berry blend. I will put granola. Regular, I put just 20 grams of granola. This is extra carbs. And I think that's pretty much it for breakfast. I'll have coffee, but it's black coffee with no sugar. So it's got like 2 calories, so I won't track that. For dinner, I'm having a shawarma. So my meal is around 330 calories. That's using my own recipe of low-fat shawarma sauce. Usually comes out about that, 350 calories for lunch. In between breakfast and dinner, or breakfast, that's dinner? Wait, oh God, I tracked everything in the wrong spot. So how about I just copy paste this in the morning, copy values. Just adjust quantities here. 200. Well, 3-berry blend. It's not really a problem, but and then granola, 20 grams. Just to top up the carbs. Oh yeah, that's right. I always also put in my Greek yogurt, I forgot, I put a protein isolate in it, about 15 grams to increase. I kind of had forgot that. So I put 15 grams of whey protein isolate to increase the protein content of my breakfast. So you see that it's got like 35 grams of my breakfast, and I'll have 40 grams of carbs and like 1 gram of fat and some decent fiber. Now for lunch, I will have my shawarma with low-fat sauce. And the sheet is taking a little bit of time to adjust here. And 1 shawarma. The shawarma has vegetables in it. And tonight I will have spaghetti. 1 serving is 85 grams. And that's measured dry. And my spaghetti sauce with meat. 1 serving is 100. I put 200 grams of prepared. And so for snack, in between breakfast and lunch, I will have a protein bar, the Kirkland chocolate brownie or whatever. They're both the same macros. In the evening, and in between, I'll have 2 of those because I'll have 1 during workouts as well. And you see here that the plan totals actually is increasing and telling me what my macros are for the day and what my target is, all right? So I don't want to be over 2,600, and I want to maintain about 35% protein, 45% carbs, and 20 fat, right? So at night, I will have popcorn. A little bit of oil in it, really small oil just to cook it. So that's factored into the calories here. It's going to be 45 grams unpopped. But 45 grams unpopped, trade secret, it's 45 grams popped. Turns out to be the same. I will have some pepperettes. The turkey pepperettes from Costco, I'll have 2 of them. This is 15 grams per pepperette, so 30 grams total. I will have beef jerky, Jack Link's teriyaki beef jerky. I'll have 1 ounce of that, which is 30 grams. And I'll have my protein cheesecake at night as late snack. CSG protein cheesecake, here it is. 1 serving is 135 grams. So, with all of this food, I'm still summing up to about 2,000 calories, 207 grams of protein, 242 grams of carbs, and only 18%, so 44 grams of fat. I will need to adjust and eat a little bit more tonight. And actually, for lunch, I had a burrito at the burrito place. I didn't have a shawarma. It's just that the shawarma is usually my go-to lunch. I'm gonna do another set, and then we'll look up together how many calories there is in a bar burrito. I took the small one. But anyways, let's do a second set of face pulls. This time we'll go right hand over and switch legs. We got 12. That's most likely because we had a huge rest period in between. All right, going back to the well, we're gonna go on bar burrito webpage, calories, bar burrito. All right, select menu, burrito. It was a small size. I had spicy chicken, white tortilla bread, I had black beans, I had, which were I think I had, so I had red salsa, I had sour cream and burrito sauce, and that's it. So, apparently tells me that I only had a 400 calories lunch, but I doubt that very much. I think it's way more than this. They are allowed 20%. They are allowed to be off by 20%, all right? So let's just factor in this error, because we know we all like to be, to use as less calories as we want, because that's what our brain is wired to. But if you want to be successful at counting calories, you want to always take in the worst case scenario where you want to over evaluate the number of calories you're taking in rather than underestimate the calories you're taking in, right? Especially if you want a weight loss, right? If you would be bulking, then I'd go the other way around, right? But still, 391 calories. We're just gonna enter that in my app here. Let's go to my food database. So bar burrito, small burrito, bar burrito. 1 serving, so 1. It says 391.5 calories. What we're going to do is we're going to add 20% to that. 391 times 1.2. 469, I think, is a much better conservative number. Much realistic number. Now for fat is 14.3 grams, and again we are going to 14.3 times 1.2. That's 17.1 grams of fat. 17.1 grams of fat. Now we're going to take in carbs, 39.1. Again, apply the 20% rule. 39.1 times 1.2. 46 grams of carbs. Was that exactly? No, 46.9. All right. And last but not least, protein. So 18.3 grams of protein. Again, the 20% rule times 1.2, 21.9 grams of protein. 21.9 grams of protein. I always, dietary fiber will not have really much of an impact on your calories if you count net carbs, but I always like to track the total amount of dietary fiber I'm putting in, because if you have a high protein diet, you tend to clog up a little bit in your intestines, meaning you'll be constipated, and you need to increase your fiber intake to, you know, have a healthy gut, basically. So I will keep track of that. 5.2 grams of fiber. We'll apply the same rule to it. 5.2 times 1.1, and this will become 6.2. It's not a marginal. All right, so we got our bar burrito here, and we're just gonna add it to our meal plan burrito. Here is our burrito. 469 calories. So we are at 2,211 2,200 calories right now, and we are a little short on protein. We're getting a little high on fat, but we're right on the dot for carbs. What I could do is probably add some kind of protein meal. I don't know, have a bowl of Greek yogurt tonight. Yeah, how about that as a dessert, Greek yogurt? About another 200 grams of that. That's the shit. So yeah, we got our protein up again. And the reason why we're not hitting much our protein target is like the spaghetti initially didn't have much protein in it, so we only had like about 43 grams. It's not too bad. But it's because with Greek yogurt still are. Let's remove that. So 35 grams of protein in our spaghetti. So with a Greek yogurt dessert, we're getting closer. We're still missing some protein, so we'll add some protein shake, protein isolate to that Greek yogurt. It adds flavor as well, right? So if you take, I don't know, vanilla protein powder, then your plain Greek yogurt will taste like vanilla. So it's a win-win. So you get more protein. And we are at 2,377. See, I'm having a hard time filling up my meal plan with the amount of calories I need to eat in a day. So I think I did have a little bit of rice cakes for snacks at some point. Rice cake, caramel corn. Oh, it's caramel chocolate chip that I had. Rice cake, caramel chocolate chip. There we go. So this will add an extra 50 calories, but we're still low. So I would dingle around with that and make a meal plan that's sustainable. Again, this is a maintenance plan, right? And I could always add a little bit more popcorn. So instead of 45, I could go 60. There. That looks pretty, we're getting there, All right, let's do the last set of face pulls here. This one under, this one higher. All right, I think I got 14, which means I can go a little higher. Last time I was kind of cruising on those. 35 for 12 last set, and this one was 35 for 14. Now, dumbbell lateral raises. We're gonna go lightweight, 7.5 pounds. Last time we did 7.5, and we did 12, 10, and 13. Let's keep 7.5 and try and do 12 for 3 sets. So this will require all 2.5s, all 1 pounder fractionals, and all quarter pounder. And build those dumbbells. So, anybody has any questions about how to do meal plans or calculate your calories? All right, one is done. I forgot that I'm putting cheese in that burrito, and it was not listed in the toppings. I will have to add that That's one mistake. See how you can make mistakes by tracking, and cheese is also one that will bring up the calories a lot more. I just thought about that. We'll rectify this after it's set. Of lateral raises. All right, lateral raises, 7.5 pounds. Okay, we got 12 on the first set. Let's see if we can hit 12 on the second one. And now we're gonna go adjust the calories for and it's one thing to know you made a mistake. It's another one to take the time to correct it. So, there's no cheese in there. So I did put in lettuce and red onions and corn. And cheese right here. So this, see, this increased their calories to 509. And now we're going to reapply the same rule. $509.3 times 1.2, 611.16 calories. So this will have an impact on 611 instead of 469. That's close to 140 calorie difference, right? 611.1. I'll just round it to 0.2. Now let's go check out the amount of protein. 24.9 times 1.2, 29.9. And carbs, 46.3 times 1.2, 55.6. And fat, 20.9. And we need the calculator here. Times 1.2, error margin, 25.1. 25.1. And I'm guessing that the fiber will be around 7. We don't really... 6.4 times 1.2, it's going to be around 7. But my OCD wants me to do it anyways. Yeah, 7.7 fiber. There we go, so 7.7. And if we go back to our meal plan now, and we adjust, has this been adjusted? No. We'll have it pull back the information. There we go. So now we're closer to our target. We're a little high on fat. we still have about 90 calories to play around with and try and get our carbs up. So can always get a little bit more of, do I have my Cool Whip? I don't have it in here. But with my Greek yogurt, for the extra carbs, I could bring in some more fruits. It's always a good idea. So let's just say about 150 grams of strawberries in there. 60 calories, or 2,631. We're getting close. 200 grams of strawberries. And we are getting macros that are very, very, very decent for the meal plan target that we have right now. 2,651 calories total. I will have a huge breakfast. This is a lot. Between breakfast and lunch, I will have one protein bar as a snack. At lunchtime, I had a bar burrito, which is about 611 calories, with a rice cake for snack or dessert, whatever. For supper or dinner, I am having spaghetti with my own homemade sauce made of extra lean ground beef and a canned great value spicy tomato sauce. One serving is spaghettini, measured dry. For dessert, I'll have a bowl of Greek yogurt with some more protein in it to flavor it up, and frozen fruits. And as a workout snack, I'll have my second protein bar, which I had on stream just a little bit earlier. And as an evening meal, evening snack, or whatever you want to call it, I'm having popcorn, 60 grams of popcorn, some beef jerky, some pepperettes, and my CSG protein cheesecake, which is 227 calories with 20 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbs. And that is one meal plan for my day. This is a maintenance meal plan. Don't mind the zero thing here. Yeah, of course, there's a problem. I can't set 0% in here apparently. But it still doesn't matter because in maintenance it uses TDE. If it would go on a cut, 5% would be 2,500 calories. If you go on a cut 10% would be 2,400 calories. If you go on a 20% cut, which is usually what I cut with, I would be doing 2,134 calories. So I'd have to cut a little bit here and there in the meal plan to make the plan total match what my target is. Anyways, enough talking now. How about we go work out? We're done with the face pulls. Our next exercise is going to be bicep curls. Oh no, sorry. We did one set of lateral raises. We're going to do a second set now. All right, we got 12 reps on both set, and we're aiming to get 12 reps on the third one as well. I'm gonna turn over the camera a little bit. After these lateral raises, we're going to go and do some curls, supersetted with skull crushers. So we're gonna put the platform back on. How much weight was on our curls last time? Bicep curls, we were at 45 pounds for 12, 12, 10. How about we go 50, 10, 10, 10? Let's try that. And easy bar skull crusher was 60, I think. We did 65. All right, 65, 12, 11, so we'll do 65 for 3 sets. So bicep curls is going to be low anchor point. And I said 50 for curls. $40. All right, I'm just gonna put the stream on pause real quick. Be right back. Gotta go do a bio break. All right, we're back. We're gonna do the last set of lateral raises and do 12, which means if I did 12 reps for the whole 3 sets, next week I'm gonna go to 10 pounds and try and hit that for 10 reps for each 3 sets. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. 12 nice clean reps with a pain threshold of about 2. So we're good to go. Lateral raises are going up, so that's good. Shoulder is getting better, so we'll keep it up. Now we're gonna move on to bicep curls and skull crushers in superset. So we're gonna load up our weight on the easy bar for skull crushers. Set the platform here, not too close. Giving us some wiggle room for the curls. So we need 65 pounds on the skull crusher bar or on the easy bar. $20, $40, $60. We need 2.5s. All right, we're good to go for bicep curls. Let's go. Set number 1. Got 10 reps on the curls, 65 pounds. For the skull crushers, working the triceps. We got 14 reps out of skull crushers. Whew. Boom. Triceps on fire. All right, so bicep curls, 50 pounds for 10 reps is a go. We did it. Hopefully we can do that for the second set. And skull crushers, with 65 for 14. So the triceps are still not losing any strength. So that's good news. Whew. A little bit of water, and let's go for the second set. We are approaching the end of the workout. Finally, gonna be able to get dinner. Ah. We got 10 on the second set. That's good news. So we've lost 2 reps on the tricep extensions. But those felt great. And the tricep really bulging out right now. Whew. Feeling is amazing. And even though I'm sick, I do not regret my workout at all. So 50 curls and 65, 12 reps of skull crushers. We only have 1 set left. Hey, Ashley, or Puerto Rican Ashley. You don't mind me, I'll call you Ashley. Hey, doing great. How are you doing this Wednesday night? You did cardio today? You got those legs toned? All right. Gotta keep in shape. All right, 1 more minute. I'm gonna hit that last set. I'm doing great. I did my bike ride for 6 miles. Nice. Ooh. How long does it take you to do 6 miles? That's good if your legs are sore. That means 1, you still got legs because you can feel them, and 2, they'll be growing. When they're sore, there's growth. An hour? Nice. So, an hour a bike ride, and do you know what your average heart rate is during that ride? Oh no. What do you mean, oh no? Oh, you don't know what your average heart rate is? Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You're still getting cardio in. I just like to track heart rate to estimate a little bit what my energy expenditure is. That would beat. Yeah, well, I'm at the end of my workout, and it's just an upper body workout, but I'm also sick. I got a sore throat. I went to get some medication today. So I'm recovering from that. So I'm a little bit more out of breath than usual. Sorry. The good thing is working out in your home gym, streaming like that, I don't have to wear a face mask, so that's good. Did the kids get me sick? No. I don't know who got me sick, and to be honest, I don't really care. And the way I see it is whatever virus or bacteria hit me, it's having a harder and way harder time than I have. So it really didn't choose the right body to hit. So really didn't pick on the right host to live in, because my immune system is beating the crap of that thing. I can hear the little bacteria saying, oh my God, what's happening to us? All right, last set of curls. Let's call it an evening. Still got to do the cool down and the stretching. All right, so we did this leg last. We're gonna do this one this time. Let's see if we can hit that for 10 again. Two more. Come on. All right, that was 10 reps. Woo. Upgrade successful. Now I'm gonna do the triceps, finish them off. One more. 12. Cool. Whoa. Had a little problem getting off the bench here. That's because of those earbuds that want to pop out. Whew. And we did it. Everything that's on that board, we did it. And that small virus, it was attempting to disrupt my life, got one hell of a beating. Ooh. The pump is surreal. We got a lot of blood going in. The camera won't focus though, strangely. Is that thing on autofocus? Yeah. Oh, now it focused. Yeah. Posing after a workout is always get a few extra muscle contractions. It's an extra workout on its own. We're gonna clean up our mess, do our cool down. And then go have some carbs and protein to feed those muscles. How about that? What am I eating? I'm eating meat sauce spaghetti. Some spaghetti with some extra lean ground beef, meat sauce, about 500 calories. I actually got my meal plan here. I showed you a little bit earlier on stream how I was making my meal plans. This is what I had today. Hold on. And what I'm going to be having next after my dinner. So for breakfast I had Greek yogurt at Aldi's. Greek yogurt with some fruits, some granola, and a little bit of protein isolate in the yogurt to make it taste vanilla and add some extra protein. For lunch I had a small burrito from Bar Burrito place and a rice cake for kind of a little dessert. For dinner I'm getting some spaghetti with some spaghetti meat sauce. I will have a dessert of Greek yogurt with again some whey protein in it and some 200 grams of strawberries. And for snacks I had a protein bar between breakfast and dinner. And I had a protein bar during my workout. And for snacks later on tonight I'll have 60 grams of popcorn with 30 grams of turkey pepperettes. That's 2 pepperettes. 30 grams of beef jerky and my own personal recipe of protein cheesecake, and getting my maintenance calories for the day. This is a maintenance plan, not a cut plan. And hopefully that answers your question. I don't eat much. He'll be over for dinner, for sure. Enjoy the plane ride. I don't know, from Puerto Rico, that's a little drive up here to Canada. But you're more welcome than come. Protein cheesecake is actually fabulous. My girlfriend is having it every day. And actually, she's having it every breakfast because she likes to take a serving, half a serving of cheesecake, crumble it, and put it in her Greek yogurt in the morning. And yeah, having cheesecake every day on the cut, people don't believe us. And you were saying I don't eat much. A lot of people look at what I'm eating and they're like, how can you eat that many calories and not get big or fat? Because they don't eat as much as that in terms of volume. All right, so 35s go back here. Always a good habit to clean after ourselves. Tomorrow is going to be leg day. I'm most likely not going to be feeling like working out. And so if the gym is clean, at least it takes that away into the prep. And one less excuse to not work out. And leg day tomorrow is going to be brutal. like last week. So how much do you eat per day? Do you know how many calories you eat per day? Or do you even like care? Protein cheesecake, best snack ever? Oh yeah, of course. But not the cheesecake from the store, because that one, while it is very good, it's very dense in calories. Well, it looks like I've tightened this one too much. There we go. Lost all my strength on the lifting of the weights. Now I can't detwist this. Unscrew this is the term I was looking for. All right, so we're gonna stretch out our triceps and our biceps and our chest, and then do our physio exercises. I have actually an appointment tomorrow with my physiotherapist. We'll see how we progress, if we need any adjustments in the rehab plan for the shoulder. All right, gym is clean. Let's do the stretches. We'll start with stretching out the triceps, this side. Oh. No longer than a 30-second hold is fine. There we go. Triceps done. We're gonna do bicep and pec. So like this, and push into it like that. Stretches the pec. Now open up the arm, the hand gets the stretch on the bicep at the same time. One arm done. 17, 30. Whew. All right, stretch is done. Now, hopefully blow my nose and not make too much noise. Sorry about that. Last but not least, we're gonna do our physio exercises, which looks really dumb, but they actually work very good. Chin tuck. I'm gonna look like a chicken, but hey, if that's what you gotta do, you gotta do. That's 8. 9. 10. Now, thoracic extensions. Now, if you want to see how I do those from the side,
They'll say, don't do that, do that.
there you go. Thoracic extensions. I'll bring the actual ball here because we're going to be doing release of the rhomboid. Oh. Oh. And that's 10. Do the rhomboid release. And we're done. Place the ball here. And lay on it flat where the rhomboid is tight. Oh, I got it right on the spot. Whew. Put some pressure. When you've acclimated and released it with the pressure. Then we can start rolling. And do some active release, meaning roll as you move your arm. See right here, my arm shakes a little bit. Oh, and there we go. This concludes today's workout. Whew. Huh?
C'était des échauffements.
Non, c'est des refroidissements. C'est après les workouts. All right. So this concludes the workout for tonight. We're done our stretches, done our cool down, cleaning up the gym. Tu baisses la chaise juste pour finir, merci. All right, again, thanks so much for being with me tonight. Thanks for all the questions, thanks for all the follows. Hope you guys had a great night. Hope that the information I provided was helpful to you. And I hope to see you all again in the next stream, which is tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a leg day. It's gonna be brutal, so I appreciate all of your support. Keeping going. And don't be afraid to ask any questions on chat. I'm there to answer them. And whenever I have the answer to that, I am happy to provide the answer. So you guys have a great night. I'm gonna get some protein and carbs in, get a great meal that was cooked by my daughter. Thanks so much for her being there and doing the dinner for her dad. That's much appreciated. But have a great night, have a great Wednesday night. Hope you see you all in the next one. Don't forget, die first, then quit, and ciao. Have a great night.